In a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and swaying fields, there lived a man burdened by the weight of his past. He dwelled in a humble cottage, a solitary figure amid a sea of memories that seemed to haunt his every step. He had constructed a fortress around his heart, believing it was the only way to protect himself from the sorrow that had consumed him for years. Each morning, he followed a routine that had become as familiar as an old friend. He would rise with the sun, his days spent in quiet contemplation and his nights enveloped in solitude. He had grown accustomed to the silence, finding comfort in the absence of laughter and chatter. One crisp morning, when the sky was painted with hues of pink and gold, the man ventured into town as he always did. He walked the cobblestone streets, his steps measured and deliberate, his gaze fixed on the ground. The townspeople bustled around him, their voices blending into a distant hum. As he ambled along, he became aware of a commotion ahead. Laughter, like a gentle breeze, danced through the air, beckoning him to look up. There, in the heart of the town square, stood a woman who seemed to radiate joy. Her hair flowed like a river of sunlight, and her eyes sparkled with a warmth that defied the chill of the morning. She was a free spirit, an embodiment of unfettered happiness, and her laughter was a melody that filled the air. For the sake of simplicity, we'll refer to her as the Free Spirit. The Free Spirit had recently arrived in the town, a newcomer to its quiet rhythms and hidden secrets. She had an uncanny ability to find joy in the simplest of things, a blooming flower, the song of a bird, or the rustling of leaves in the wind. To her, the world was a tapestry of wonder, and she reveled in its beauty. One day, as the man was tending to his duties in a small bookstore nestled on a quiet corner of the town, he heard the tinkle of a bell above the door. There she was, the Free Spirit, her eyes wide with curiosity as she perused the shelves. "What is the most profound book you've ever read?" she asked, her voice as soothing as a gentle rain. Taken aback by her presence, the man hesitated for a moment before reaching for a book that had long languished on a dusty shelf. It was a tome that held within its pages the wisdom of moving forward from the past. "The Journey of Healing," he said, handing her the book. "It's a guide to finding peace and solace." The Free Spirit's eyes lit up with intrigue, and she eagerly accepted the book, promising to return it once she had finished reading. True to her word, the Free Spirit returned to the bookstore a week later, the book in hand. She had absorbed its teachings with an open heart and a thirst for understanding. Their conversations grew more frequent, evolving from casual exchanges to deep, heartfelt discussions. Acknowledge the pain. One evening, as they sat on the porch of the man's cottage, the sun setting in a blaze of colors, the Free Spirit posed a question. "What is the one thing you've been avoiding, my friend?" The man's eyes glistened with unshed tears as he unveiled the story that had haunted him for years. It was a tale of love lost, a love that had slipped through his fingers like grains of sand. He spoke of a farewell that had come too soon, leaving a chasm in his heart that could never be filled. "It's time to acknowledge your pain," the Free Spirit whispered, her voice a balm to his wounded soul. "It's the first step toward healing. Express emotions." In the weeks that followed, the man poured his heart out to the Free Spirit. He shared the tears he had held back, the anger that had smoldered within him, and the grief that had become his constant companion. The Free Spirit listened, her presence a sanctuary where his emotions found refuge. "Forgive yourself." On a sunny afternoon, as they sat by a gentle stream that meandered through a nearby meadow, the Free Spirit spoke softly. "Forgiveness begins with yourself. You cannot change the past." With her guidance, the man began to untangle the web of guilt that had ensnared his heart. He realized that he couldn't rewrite history, but he could release himself from the shackles of self-blame. Let go of resentment. Beside a crackling fire one evening, the man confessed to harboring resentment toward the circumstances that had torn his love away from him. "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer," the Free Spirit remarked. "Find joy in the present." The Free Spirit possessed an extraordinary talent for finding joy in the simplest moments, a dew-kissed blade of grass, the whisper of a breeze, or the laughter of children playing in the distance. She taught the man to see the beauty in the world around him, even amidst his sorrow. Discover new passions. Together, they ventured into the town's hidden gems, an art gallery that displayed the colors of life, a cozy cafe where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee hung in the air, and a pottery studio where creativity knew no bounds. In that studio, the man uncovered a long-forgotten passion for shaping clay into art. Connect with others. The Free Spirit introduced the man to her circle of friends, and he began to emerge from his self-imposed solitude. Their laughter, their companionship, and their shared experiences started to mend the cracks in his heart. Set goals and dreams. Beneath a canvas of stars one night, the free spirit asked, "What are your dreams, my friend?" The man confessed his desire to embark on a journey, to explore distant lands and discover new horizons. It was a dream he had buried beneath layers of sorrow. With the free spirit's encouragement, he began to map out a path to the places he had only ever dreamed of visiting. Embrace love. As the seasons cycled through their timeless dance, the man's heart grew lighter, and his smiles became more frequent. He had traversed the 9 steps to healing, guided by the free spirit's unwavering presence and wisdom. One melancholic autumn evening, as the leaves swirled in a graceful descent to the earth, the man realized that he had fallen deeply in love with the free spirit. He hesitated, his heart laid bare before her. The free spirit, sensing his turmoil, smiled gently and said, "Love, my friend, is the most profound step of all." In that moment, their lips met, and the world seemed to pause in reverence. It was a kiss that spoke of healing, of vulnerability, and of the quiet magic that transpired when 2 souls found their way to each other. As the days turned into months, the man's heart found solace in the embrace of the free spirit. Their love was a testament to the power of healing, the beauty of connection, and the possibility of second chances. Together, they had unlocked the doors to their hearts, unburdened their souls.